Hello everyone, Dimensional Traveler here, and today, I've brought up an unexpected vlog. Well, mainly because I was having a rough day, but sometimes with some of these things, you have to get through it. So one of the things I was thinking of was I might as well do a vlog with an office tour view, just kind of a spin around in a way. But yeah, I had a bit of a panic earlier. I was making this vlog a bit ago because of a panic attack that happened with one of the people that I'm friends with, and I'm still not really sure what happened. I think it was in the video, but I couldn't really find it because I didn't really have enough time because I said I would make this video really soon. And yeah, so anyways, I'll be getting to that in a minute. To us in Canada, or at least maybe a couple hours ago, depending on how late this video comes out, uh, for us it's kind of Thanksgiving in Canada. Yeah, Sunday and Monday. I'm not really sure what exactly, but yeah. It may be a bit glitchy because I'm moving so quick and my camera's a little off, even though I'm using the same thing I did for the last vlog. Yeah, I made a list this time so that I could be able to say what was kind of on my mind, or at least a better way of explaining it. Can't really say it well. I don't care, because I'm the one reading it, and I'm going to be just saying it to you, so there's not really... But yeah, Thanksgiving is off the list. I might go in order, I might not. There's some things I might bring up, but I think I'm going to lower its amount. There's literally like 6 things left, but I'm going to slow it down, and actually 5 things left, because I already said about the vlog, I had a rough day. And yeah, so basically I'm just going to trim it up a little bit with a little amount of on the list, not entirely. Also a fact of like what's about me, like, because it was to do with my friend. I'm just gonna say it, yeah, my friend Unique. I'm still not really sure why it was all like that with her and me panicking, freaking out, not knowing what's going on. It was a bit hysterical, actually. Hysterical's, for some of you, when you're going out of control. That's another way of saying it. It's like one word for it. Yeah, but I'm going to be explaining a bit. Have a full, well, office tours on the list, but yeah, anyways, a bit about myself. Well, I'm just gonna bring up what's on the list. Halloween. I might do a Halloween thing depending on how things go, because also I'm not gonna go out trick-or-treating because, one, Halloween's pretty much evil, but I'm not gonna do anything like that. Even though it's kind of tricking you into exercising at night, depending on how you do it, if you're walking around. It's pretty much evil, sadly. Me and my family aren't big on Halloween. Even though we dress up sometimes, still, we don't anymore. So yeah, there's a bunch of that. But anyways, yeah, Halloween is a maybe. That's what it says on the list. This vlog isn't going to go too long. That I know for sure, because I had the list and I have a bit of thought, being able to relax and not be hysterical like the plan was before. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to end it off with a office tour, even though it's pretty much my bedroom at one parent's place. Yeah, it's not that bad. I'm not going to get into detail, but I'm just going to continue. Yeah, anyways, what I was going to be saying was it's also partly on the list. It's under what I expect from YouTube. And there's this other thing about that which also links well, of like what my intentions are on YouTube. So some of you may not know of the inspiration I got from like Stampy with a certain Minecraft theory that might be possible, which I still haven't tried because I want to save that for when we come across that event. But anyways, yeah, while there's a little bit of inspiration, it came a long way, and around the time when I got that inspiration, which was like about a year ago now, which is really shocking actually, there's a lot of stuff in place that I put down on paper and all that. But there's also a lot that I realized that I can do better on. And one of the things was, because I was dealing with a lot of stress and all that, I've been dealing with like, well, I might as well say it on the list too, because some of you may not know, and it's a bit difficult for me a little bit more than some of the average people. I'm not saying we're different, I'm just saying there's a bit of a difficulty because there's certain things I have and some that some of you might not have. So yeah, there's these symptoms I have. They're disabilities mainly. One of the reasons is, yeah, they make it difficult, but one of the things I was wanting to do when I was thinking of starting YouTubing was I'd be there for people when they were down or having problems. Like, One of the things I was afraid of when it came to Unique's panic, and, well, me and her panic, because I was mostly the one panicking. I don't know what she was like. She just apologized for all the drama afterwards. But anyways, yeah, I'm not really going to edit this out, but I am going to hurry up as best I can so it's not too long. And I'm not going to worry of editing with this because I'm going to plan it as best I can. So anyways, enough about that. We're going to be discussing about like what the things I'm planning to do, or at least what I'm really like. And for the fact is, like with her, I lost a friend before. I'm not going to say her name, not even her last name, because that's how much I respect her. Even though it was something I kind of did, even though it wasn't as bad, I still regret it. It wasn't anything close contact or anything, nothing bad at all like that. It's kind of over the web actually. Nothing bad. I'm not saying what, but just know it's alright. It's nothing you need to worry about. Nothing too serious. It's just something that she didn't fully understand afterwards. Yeah, I'm not going into detail like I said, because otherwise then it's pointless. But yeah. Anyways, I lost her. She was one of my greatest friends. We had so much in common. I'm not going to say one of the things, well, I'm not going to say the dates, but shockingly, she was actually a day younger than me. I'm not saying who, because that's how much I respect her. Even though I lost her a long time ago, it hurt me so much. It hurt me inside. She was part of the reason why I privated the Mario Kart videos, because one of them was with her. Even though we didn't have any audio because we weren't like this. No, it wasn't like this at the time. But there was a lot of that type of stuff, and it really made me regret. There was a lot of stuff I had a problem with, and some of that I've overcome. But even though my friend is no longer in my life, and also not a big problem, I'm not saying I proposed to her. No. I can only handle the friendship zone. To be honest, like where my physical condition, not just physically, but also mentally, I can only go friend zone. I can't go overboard. When I say I care for a friend, I don't care as in enough that I would see them as a future wife. No. I see them more as a sibling that I care for. That is what it is. With me, I'm a caring friend. I'm no higher than that. I always claim that to be the right thing about me. Now, even though I lost her, there was a bunch of other stuff that I've dealt with, a lot of other pains, but I'll have to explain it later on because, one, the video doesn't have to go that long because I don't want it to. I want to get this up as quick as possible because of the... I promised people I'd get this up in a little bit, and I have to make sure that is not a couple hours ahead. But anyways, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I've had happen to me, but not all were that bad. But some of the stuff I was able to overcome. And even though I'm dealing with some of these pains, even some to this day, the reason why I'm being a YouTuber as much as now is because also it's hard to open up with some people because they're not always going to listen. But with a video, you're able to get your point across, detail it up by editing some stuff out so that you can make sure that if you said something that you realized wasn't supposed to be said, you can just edit it out or pause the video if you were about to say it. That's something you have to be psychic about. But anyways, yeah, I'm not going to pause this video. I'm just going to hurry with my example. 10 to 15 minutes is what I said, and I'm going to keep it that way. So yeah, there's a bunch of that type of stuff going on with YouTube and all that. Well, basically, what's been going on, I've had a lot of stuff that's been happening in my life before, and some of it was hard to overcome, but some I have. And one of the things is, even though I'm dealing with some of these things, I know that there's a bunch of stuff that some other people are dealing with too. And for that matter, I don't want to just sit there and let them suffer on their own, because it would just be like my problem. To be honest, I said this to Unique in a comment, but sadly, when I was typing all the detail, it cut off when I was trying to copy some of it. It wouldn't post the comment on her reply, on a reply to her. So I copied half of it, thought I could just put it on the comment, post it, and then after, as soon as I did that, I lost the most important other half. So yeah, I had to start with a little bit and have to explain. But anyways, here's the point. For me, it's like when Peter Parker, for instance. Some of you may not know the Marvel Spider-Man type of thing, but yeah, Peter Parker, what happened is, the story is, he, after he was bitten by a radioactive spider from, I think, Oscorp at least, he had a bunch of stuff happen to him, like he got this amazing power. He could, like, have these spider hair fibers that came from part of his skin, like his hands and feet mainly. So that's how he can go on walls, because like spiders, they have hairs and fibers that allow them to grip. So that's to explain the physics on why that's possible for Spider-Man, because he actually grew certain stuff like that. The webbing he made himself is the original thing, but yeah. Anyways, he was going on in the original trilogy. He went, which is also in the comics. He also went to this wrestling match to earn money for his power. But then afterwards, his uncle, there's this guy that like stole his money or something like that. I'm not really sure, but he didn't want to fight him or anything. So what ended up happening was that same guy that ended up stealing from the match, he, Uncle Ben confronted him on the streets and, yeah, lost his life to the weapon in his hand. I'm not going to say what because I'm kid-friendly. But yeah, anyways, he lost his uncle, and then when Peter found his uncle, he went after the guy. And I'm not really sure in the comics if he did take the guy for his own vengeance or not. But I'm just saying, I'm going to go with the Spectacular Spider-Man Series Edition, where what he ended up doing was, which I think might have been in the comics, who knows. But instead of taking the guy's life, in the series, when it was a flashback for the series, what ended up happening was instead he held back, like when he threw him off out the window, he webbed his foot before he hit and held him up before he hit the ground. And what he said is that's not what Uncle Ben would want, saying that that's not what he deserves. He would want better. And basically, even though Spider-Man, he'd go off every day saving other people's lives. One of the reasons is he's doing this because he said, even in the first episode of Spectacular Spider-Man, if you have seen it, he said that basically the message about, even though I lost Uncle Ben, I put my life out there for others. Like even in the Marvel Ultimate Spider-Man series, the reason why because there was a trial where he was haunted by Uncle Ben fighting a guy named Nightmare in that series, and he said, the reason why I keep fighting every day is to protect those who are about to lose their family. Like, he doesn't want others to lose their family like he lost Uncle Ben. And just like that, even though I lost a friend, I lost so much, I've had so much happen to me, that is exactly my intention. I do not want you to suffer like I do. And even though I'm being guarded and all that, and I can't always sometimes read your comments because, well, at the moment I can because there's not many, and like hardly anyone except for people I already know. But basically, I want to be there for you, even though it may seem hard to believe. It really is what my intentions are. Like, what I'm really like, I am that compassionate about helping others, because I don't do it for pride. That's not it at all. When I do something for someone else, I don't do it for myself. I don't do it for my self-enjoyment. No. I don't even use the word pride for what I do. Like, taking pride, that's one thing, taking care of yourself. But even it shows how I'm not really that great. That's part of the reasons why I have the bandana, but also some security reasons. But anyways, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's going on with all that people are dealing with, and what I'm dealing with. I'm sorry for my sinuses. It's just a little shifty at the moment, and I know I'm closing into 15 minutes, but it might have to go on a little bit longer, but I'm not going to be too long. But anyways, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that people have to deal with, and so do I. We all have problems like that. And even though, oh man, I'm going speechless. Dang, I'm not going to edit this, like I said, because one, I'd rather just be at the official thing. So yeah, it doesn't matter how long this goes on for. I'm not going to go too long. But yeah, anyways, for the video, for the message I'm pulling across is, yeah, I'm just gonna say it. With great power comes great responsibilities. Even though that's pretty much already been said, I'm just trying to get away with remembering where I'm going with this. So, oh yeah, basically with all that I've dealt with, all these problems, all this pain, some stuff like that, my dad has to go every day with pain that he has to physically go through every day. And with me, I have to go through mental pain almost every day too. I'm not comparing, but basically, even though there's something that, like, with all that you're dealing with, if it's something that I'm dealing with too, I want to be there for you. No doubt about that. Every night, I always say in my prayers, and yes, I am a Christian. I was thinking I might say that later on or something like that because I want to be honest with some of you. But when it comes to mentioning it, I only say the Creator because some of your beliefs also are have a creator of your own. So I say it so it's like managing what you think, not to like say like saying the names of what I follow. Sometimes could go make people upset just because they're against it. But when I say stuff like the creator, there's a certain term for it because it could mean a bunch of things. But right now we're focusing on what I was saying about prayer. What I pray for all of you every night. This is exactly the words I say every night in prayer. When it comes to some people, like, it's basically for anyone who's dealing with something that I don't know or can't think of who there is that I actually do know. It's for those I don't know that I'm putting for myself out there for, where I say and I pray for every night that, like, basically that, like, and that you'll be able to help give them, like, that you'll be able to help them, but give them, and that you'll be able to help anyone who's in need of your help and support. And that's pretty much what I say every night. And some of the friends I do know, I do pray for them. I pretty much got like 4 YouTuber friends that I pray for every night. Yeah, but anyways, there's a bunch of that type of stuff, and we're getting quite close to nearing the end of the video. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up with what I'm saying, and yeah, I'll give you the office tour, and then I'm gonna end this video so I can publish it without too much of a problem, and without much of a, yeah. I took a picture before I started the video so that I could make my own thumbnail without having to deal with technical stuff, because after all, the first episode of the Minecraft series, I had to use the banner for the channel because I didn't have a thumbnail ready because I didn't know what it was at the time. But yeah, anyways, yeah, there's a bunch of that type of stuff. I'm going to show you in a minute. My computer is, one sec, I'm just checking. Yeah, it's actually pretty much near there. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to tell you a bit of a story of what happened to me and when hope was difficult. Actually, when it came to stuff like before I could believe that, like, see miracles now I can nowadays. Beforehand, there was someone on YouTube on one of the Squishies videos, and what happened was her friend was in the hospital with a rare condition. I think it was CT. I can't fully remember. But what ended up happening was with her, what my response was, I actually contacted her on the comment, replied. I end up talking to her that her friend will be in my prayers, and then I even told her that I'd inform my church on their Facebook wall. And what I did is I copied the conversation, put it on, just so that they can see what it was about. And I'm not saying who, because to be honest, I don't even remember their names, so yeah, it's not that big a problem. But yeah, I ended up doing all that, and I kept praying for a friend, and the church kept praying for her, and after a couple weeks, what would make me tear up nowadays is when I look back on this moment when she said her friend made it out of the hospital, and I couldn't believe it, that my creator, and I'm sorry if I have to say this, but it's the only way that I can get it across. Like, even though things may seem hard, God does exist. he used me for someone like that. He made me respond so that I could help someone that was needing support. And at the time, I couldn't believe in miracles as much as I do now, because I couldn't see him. But just from him using me to support someone like that almost makes me tear up every time now, and I was about to. But yeah, that type of thing, that message, that story that I can remember just from helping her friend, that is the thing I want to be. Even if I can't do it physically, I can do it in prayer, because I don't want to sit around and let others suffer somewhat like what I'm suffering with, or something entirely uncurable like CT or whatever it's called. But I want to be there for others. And what really hurts me sometimes is when I lose a friend, and even it's like when a kid loses their parent, one of their parents, or both their parents, they take it on themselves that it's their fault. And there's a lot of that I've had going on. And even though her friend was spared, I didn't think of it pridefully. I could see that it was something God wanted me to be. And on YouTube, this is something He wants for me too. Now, I know I did mention Him a lot. I'm sorry if you are against that, what you'd call a religion, but just know that I am doing what I can to be respectful for some of you if you don't like it. Like, if you are against it, like, you're on the opposite side of what that belief is. I'm not saying names about what beliefs there are, because I don't want to make people feel offended. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I'd want to do, but some stuff I'd have to pull myself back in order for it to work out. Otherwise, it wouldn't really get much anywhere. And yeah, there's a lot I want to do to help you all out. Know that. So yeah, I'm going to give you the office tour, because I've gone on long enough, and it would take too long to show, or just get the video going. I'm not really sure if I can show you that well, but I'm doing what I can. Just trying. It's hard to angle this thing, and it might be a bit blurry, I'm sorry, but it's the best I can do. I'm trying to, but it's just a bit difficult. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it back because I can't really do much else about it. Otherwise, the mouse cord's gonna go all over the place and all that, and I won't be able to end the video that instantly, and I'll have to cut out some stuff. But yeah, anyways, that will be all. It's already over 23 minutes. Well, just a little over. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this, and know that I am wanting to be there for you. Now, with Unique, at the time, I was hesitating, or at least being hysterical with trying to tell her about what I said in the comment and what I meant. But now I was able to tell you, because one of the reasons why I wanted to tell you about it was because I actually want you to know this is what I'm really like. I don't care about myself. I don't put myself first. I put others ahead of me. Even though some of my problems, it may seem like I am putting myself ahead, it's hard for me to think. But for when I am in control, like, because I mostly am in control sometimes when I'm not dealing with emotional things that are hard for me to overcome. And I'm not meaning like where you're crying over something you already did, like that. No, mainly stuff where you're able to think before your emotional side takes over, like when it comes to a fight. But mainly when I'm in control, I do put others ahead of me. I do not put myself first. I never want to. I never will. For Slinky, I didn't even put myself ahead for his well-being. I wanted to get the audio set up for him so that they could hear him. Otherwise, it looked like it's just all about me, but it's about both of us. It's about us together. I'd want you to hear him, because some stuff could be important. Like, he has amazing ideas sometimes. I'm not saying sometimes he rarely does. I'm saying he does actually have good ideas. Like, even though I was out of focus for the video, he was able to carry on with, like, getting the structure ready for us, stuff like that. I wasn't able to fully focus, but he helped out a lot, just like that. And I'm wanting to do the same for you. Even though I won't be able to do a lot, I am putting myself out there. I know this is a long video, I am sorry for that, but I am doing what I can. And for time, because I don't want to have to edit this time. Even though I can edit, I still don't want to have to worry about it as much, because it just takes too long. Not only looking through the video again and again and again, going to parts over and over and over, but instead of doing that, just do the one video, not go too long, and it as quick as you can, and then post it. And I am sorry for some of you who are dealing with something, and know that even though things may seem dark, there's always a way through. There's always a solution, as my dad always said. And even when things may seem dark, there's always hope. There's always a way through it. If you feel that you're on your own, if you don't believe in what I believe, which in the Creator, then know that you have me. Even though you don't follow my Creator, He still loves you no matter what, and so do I. Even if you've been mean to me for a long time, without me even knowing, or if it's something I forgave a long time ago, still, I care enough to be there for you. If not personally or physically there, then through even my own prayers, that's how much I want to be there for you all. As many of you as I can, because I don't want you to have to deal with this alone. I may not be a full grown-up yet, but I still have the courage to put myself out there for others, especially you. I never once put myself first when it comes to something like this, because putting myself first makes me not look and see what others are dealing with, and that's something I am doing. I am putting others before myself. After all this video, I put a lot of you before myself. Even though the video was kind of at the time was to relieve some stress or something like that, or just at least get some things off my chest, still, I'm not going to worry about it with all that. It was mainly to explain to you what I'm really like, so that you can know who I really am. I'm not taking off the bandana. That's not what I meant. I'm meaning what is inside me. Like a book, sometimes when you read inside it, you get to see what's really beyond and what's inside. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. Kind of like that. Don't look for what's there. Look for what's inside the person. Look for who they really are. Like if they're compassionate, all that. So yeah, this video has gone long enough. I'm not going to go 30 minutes. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'll do what I can for more videos. Hopefully I can get the schedule in place and not have to do the random vlogs like this one. And yeah. Me, Legend live on, Dimensional out. See y'all later. And for some of you who didn't really know, the legend is mainly about referring to the Creator, but sometimes it could be something else too. Anyways, that's it. Bye.